All right. So you asked for it. Here it is. My face. I am not impressive. I'm just gonna be real for like let me be real with you. I did this video earlier where I had like put on makeup, which I usually don't do. I usually go scuzzy when I'm kayaking, because I mean it's scuzzy. I'm disgusting. I'm sweating, and usually there's like no one else out here. I'm here all by myself. So why you know, why bother? But I put on makeup. I did my hair even. Like I spent time trying to figure out camera angles, even though you know, this little thing that I've got to connect the GoPro is not up to the task of like doing expensive, cool things, or like even being stable. And I hated it. The video just looked so fake and didn't seem like me, and I just looked awful anyway. So I figured if I'm gonna look awful anyway, I'm just gonna be real. So I haven't taken a shower yet today. I'm dirty. I'm wearing zero makeup. I'm literally dripping sweat. I actually put my hat in the water to try to cool my head off, but it's already almost dry. Yeah, but this is what I look like. So this is really what I look like when I'm kayaking. I look like this. All right, so I'll answer like a couple questions that people are asking. I'm not going to say my name because that feels like a bad idea, like with the internet. But I'll answer a couple of questions for myself. So, I've been kayaking for, I mean, not very long, like a couple of months, just since I moved here. I haven't been living here very long. I moved here maybe 6 months ago. I'm in the midst of a divorce. So I was trying to find a place that would be near the water. What I really kind of wanted was to be on the ocean, on the beach, but I just couldn't find anything that fit my current budget, which is, you know, with the impending divorce, quite suddenly very constrained and stressed. And so I picked the next best thing, and that was a town on an intercoastal river. And I'm finding that I really like it. I'm very happy here. I like it here, and I can still hop in the car and go to the beach, you know, whenever I want. So that's what it is. I'm coming out here. I started kayaking just because I needed something. I needed to start exercising. I need to exercise more. This is my gateway into trying to get in better shape. And this is very zen. I can come out and I just sort of paddle out my feelings and all of my angst and my anger. And I have a lot of angst, and I have a lot of anger. I think a lot of women my age do. I think it's partly, you know, I'm premenopausal, so I'm just got a little the hormones are starting to cause a little bit of rage. But also I think I'm at an age where as a woman you look back and you're like, what was I doing? I've been killing myself and no one actually cared. And I gave away so much of who I am and what I love and what I wanted my life to be. And you realize how little other people have valued that sacrifice. Then of course you get angry. I mean, of course you get angry. It sucks. It sucks. It's not cool. It's not fun. To realize you thought you were doing a good job, and this is the killer. Maybe you were doing a good job. Maybe you were, in fact, really doing exactly what your family needed, and that they would be in a horrible position if you hadn't done it. But to look back and realize nobody cares. Nobody cares, and no one is ever going to value that. And they aren't going to honor the sacrifices that you made for them, and they're not going to not only are they not going to honor it, they're not going to even a little bit try to support you in pulling yourself back together into like a full, you know, human being. I'm distracted right now because there is this adorable little crab swimming here in the water. It's so cute. There's no way. I know there's no way I'm gonna be able to get it on the camera. So you're just gonna have to believe me. That was just the cutest little crab swimming there. I'll see if I can go beside it and maybe you can see it. I can't even. I'm so bad with this GoPro. I actually don't even know like what. I can't tell what it's getting. Do you see it? It's right over there. Oh, he just ducked down. You probably can't see it. Anyway, I lost track of, I don't remember what I was saying. Sorry. There must be a log down there. This happens to me, yeah, there's a log right here. This happens to me all the time where, because this water is so dark, you get stuck on stuff under the water that you didn't know was there. And you're just, you know, hanging out, and then all of a sudden you feel it. You feel something about the tip of your kayak over. It's because you're on top of a tree. All right. So what was I saying? I moved here because I got divorced. Because I'm getting divorced. It's not all final yet, but I mean, it's gonna happen. The ex is at like that age, right? We're at that age where I am starting to look pretty middle-aged and all that kind of nonsense. See, my thing just fell apart here. This is why I don't do like videos of my face, and this is why I only do videos that are like a couple minutes long, because my setup here is pretty ratchety, but I can hide it if I'm just showing you like 10 seconds, 15 seconds or something. Anyway, well, I'm middle-aged. My husband's middle-aged, but middle-aged men are like cute, right? In a way that middle-aged women are not. He's quite successful at his job, and quite pretentious about it, and so, you know, he's already got a much younger girl that he is seeing. He's saying, you know, it's very casual, it's just, oh, whatever, but, you know, that's that. So, I mean, the divorce was in process anyway, so I shouldn't, it doesn't matter, right? He's free to date, and I guess I am too, though I'm like so not, not interested in it. I'm really not. Like, men, you don't have all that much to offer. Us women, like, we tend to think you do for like a while, and then you realize, like, even, I don't know, there's no lottery. It's not that fun. And you have to give away so much. You have to give away so much of yourself. So, how did I end up here? We actually, there's another crab. There's crab everywhere here. Super cool. I've not seen crabs like this before. So sorry. Oh no, let me see. Can you see I'm gonna try to put my kayak around. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Dang it, I'm gonna miss it. This huge crane just came out of the, see, this is where it's better for me to have this on the front of my kayak, because if I had this the way that I normally have it, you would have seen this gorgeous crane just come out of the woods. It's so beautiful. Okay, so what was I talking about? My husband. Oh, okay. So, I mean, my dream has always been to live on the ocean, to live on a beach. And our daughter is older now, and just graduated college, starting to live on her own. So we decided that we would get a beach house. Right? My husband's like, oh, this is for you. You said you've always wanted to live on the beach, and you know, so we're gonna do this for you. But then it's a really long story, and I can't even explain, because like I knew from moment one this was a bad idea, and it would be so complicated to even explain why I went along with it. But we ended up buying this beach house, but in conjunction to my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, or soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law. And it was just a disaster. She fully took, I was still working full time, and she fully like took charge of the house and didn't want, I never felt welcome there. I always felt like I was an unwelcome visitor who was like an imposition. This was supposed to be like my, there's another crab. They're everywhere today. This was supposed to be, my, my big reward or whatever for being, whatever. This was supposed to be the, oh, I see all the work you've done for our family and all the sacrifices you've made. So, right, he could go out and conquer, or, whatever, all the stuff he's conquered, and rise the ladder, etc. And, so I took the hit career-wise to be the one taking off with our daughter when she was sick, and, I stayed home with her for the first couple of years before she went to school, and, so I took the career hit, for the child rearing and for the house management, so that he could make the money, and he did, and that's all coming to fruition now, but sharing it with my mother-in-law just really wasn't an option, and because she didn't want it to be an option. I was trying. I really feel like I tried very hard to be open and try to share a space with her, and have it be a place that we could share together and like be a happy extended family. But she just she didn't want that, really. She really didn't, and she wanted me gone, and yeah, and it worked, because in all of our conflicts, my husband just always took his mom's side. He gets so mad when I'd say, like, call him a mama's boy. He's like, I'm not a mama's boy. I'm not a mama's boy. But every time, his mom was like, oh, I don't think, your daughter should have a bedroom. She can use the pull-out couch in your bedroom, so that we can keep the other bedroom as a guest room, and keep it really nice and fancy, and not have it look like it's a college student living there. And she'd do things like that in the house they're supposed to be sharing, together. And my husband would just take her side every single time. And he'd be like, well, it's not because I'm taking my mom's side, it's because I think she's right. Right? That was always what it was. He was hard to argue with. Alright, so in a nutshell, things fell apart in my marriage, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I just took off, which, my lawyer says was like stupid, because when I left the house, that meant that he gets the house. But I could have afforded the upkeep anyway, because I'm nowhere near as high up any kind of corporate. I'm not on a corporate ladder, actually. I can't afford that sort of thing myself. Etc. I'm in a much worse financial position. I've been borderline dependent on him, because I've taken because I took the sacrifice, because I took the hit, assuming that we were a unit and that we would stay a unit, and that we were building something together. So it sort of didn't matter who was bringing in what resources, right? If it's all going into the same pot, until suddenly you realize that you've been kicked out of the pot, and you don't have a secondary pot. There is nothing else. Yeah. So I didn't want to get too far from where he was. Not because of him, but because just trying to make it, you know, easier for my daughter so that she could visit us both and not always feel like she's having to choose. And also, I just, you know, it's always been my dream to live on the beach. It's not my mother-in-law's dream. It was mine. So, anyway, I hope this answers your question. Something big just jumped over there. So I hope you're happy and that you're satisfied that I'm doing this video. There's all sorts of cool other things happening around me, and you're missing all of it. Just looking at my my overweight, middle-aged, ugly mug with no makeup. So yeah, so that's how I ended up here. Here's a little bit of trauma dumping for you. I hope you're satisfied, people. I'll occasionally, I guess, try to do this more if people like it. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm deeply uncomfortable. I don't like it, and I might not even edit this video. I might just put it up just as it is, because otherwise I might not be able to do it. I don't like, you know, I have in fact, there was a point in my life where I liked being the star of the show. There was a point in my life where I would dance on tables. I mean, literally, I have danced on a table in my day. But I took the backstage role my entire adult life, trying to be a good wife and be a good mom. And I've lost that. I've lost that part of me. I don't like being in front of the camera. I'm really only comfortable now backstage. All right, I feel like that's enough. That's enough, right? I think that's enough. All right, well, here's paddling the Pasquotank, my face reveal. All right. Hope you liked it. Okay, bye.